Hey students, welcome to your lesson for this week. We are starting Unit 3 this week. Unit 3 is about art of ancient times, and at the end of this week, you will have a quiz over 3.04. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Here's our learning objective for the week. The student demonstrates an understanding of art history and culture by analyzing artistic styles, historical periods, and a variety of cultures. And if you want to use that QR code that's right there, that will take you to our semester checklist and pacing guide for this semester. Now, there is a way to check your grades. If you have gone into the art classroom and you look and see that your grades are not where you want them to be, we've got a video for that. If you can scan on the QR code right there, and that will take you directly to the video, or I will give you a link and put it underneath this video in the announcements and in your weekly checklist. So we're going to go ahead and start with the art of Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Greece. So this is the art of the first civilizations. The Mesopotamian accomplishments. The people of Mesopotamia developed the first form of government known as the city-state. You may have learned that in one of your history classes. The Mesopotamians were first to formalize religion and build monumental structures devoted to their kings and gods. They also developed law codes, mathematics, pottery, weaving, and metalwork. So the Mesopotamians were definitely some busy people. One of the most famous Mesopotamian artworks is called the Ishtar Gate. This was in Babylon, and each gate at Babylon was named after a god or a goddess. So the Ishtar Gate is named after the goddess of love and the protector of the military. So if you look over here at this artwork, at this gate, on the fronts, and you can see it very small, are these pictures, are these tile works right here, okay? And they are of bulls and dragons. So there's the bull, there's the dragon. So the Mesopotamian Babylonian artists used lots of symbols, lots of religious symbols in their artwork. So the bulls symbolize Adad, the god of storms, and the dragons symbolize Marduk, the protector god of Babylon. And just a little insider tip, anytime that I have something highlighted, it probably means you're going to see it again. So I have got a Khan video here that I would like you to watch. It's about the Ishtar Gate and the Temple to Marduk. That video kind of walks you through an overhead of what the processional way looked like. It kind of shows you more close up the animals that they had on the gate, why they used animals. It's really a great video. If you would just watch the first 2 minutes and 14 seconds of that, I think that you can gather all the information that you need from there. You can use that QR code right there to take you directly to the video, or I will also supply you the link to the video underneath this video. So let's talk quickly about Egyptian art. So these statues right here in this picture are of a prince and his wife in Egypt. What I want you to notice as you look at them is how they look. They look pretty straight. They look pretty like, straight up and down, pretty rigid. And through their solemn, confident expressions and solid, compact form, they radiate serenity. So if you look at them, they look pretty calm, right? So the alternative housing for the spirit, or the ka, that's what these were for. The sculptures are supposed to last forever. So to make them last for eternity, sculptors carved them out of stone and included few projecting or breakable parts. So these actually went into their burial area, okay? And so they felt like this was a statue of their spirits, okay? So pharaohs and their family were buried with gold, jewels, sculptures, spices, and other treasures that Egyptians believed their ka would need for the afterlife. To make the wall paintings, artists used the fresco technique of applying plaster to a wall, letting it dry, and then painting onto the plaster. Okay, and if you look at this picture, you can see that the Egyptians often portrayed their subjects sideways. See how you only see the sides of their face? They're not looking straight at you. So Egyptians often portrayed their subjects like that. And you can see all the hieroglyphics on this tomb painting as well. So what are some characteristics of Egyptian art and architecture? Let me just give you a little quiz real quick. A, reflecting political beliefs. B, reflecting religious beliefs. C, reflecting social beliefs. D, reflecting attitudes of the time, or E, all of the above? What do you think? The answer is E. Very good to those of you who got it right. Okay, I want to show you this. This is the Luxor Temple. When you approach the Luxor Temple complex, you enter through the first pylon. That's what this is with the sloped sides. This is called a pylon. Okay, and pylon means a massive gateway with sloping walls. And as you can see, this definitely is massive with sloping walls. So relief sculptures is something that Egyptians were known for. Sculptors used surfaces of walls, columns of the great hypostyle hall like blank canvases, filling every spot with carvings that glorified their pharaohs, gods, and goddesses. Sculptors used the sunken relief technique, which means they carved heavy contour lines into the column surface, okay? So here are the heavy contour lines. Let me get my pointer right here. And I don't know if you ever, like when you were little and had a coloring book, if you would take your crayon and you would trace around the outside before you started coloring in, that would be a contour line that you were tracing before you started coloring in. That's what these are. These are contour lines. So they would carve this out first, and then they would fill in with the rest of the detail. Sunlight raking across the column creates areas of strong shadow in the sunken contours. So I want to show you, well, actually, I want you to look at the sunken relief a little bit more. What do you think about it? Do you see strong dominant lines? Do you see thin or broken lines? Does this look like 2D or 3D to you? Does it look like you could touch it and that you could feel what the pattern is that the artist made? Do you see contrast, emphasis, pattern, movement, and balance? Some of the principles of design that we learned from Unit 1. And if you need to grab your Elements of Art notebook or your Principles of Design notebook, in case you've lost those, you can use the QR codes, and that will take you back to both of those notebooks for review. Now, even though we teach asynchronously, we still want to give you the opportunity to do some artwork. So we have got 2 YouTube videos for you to choose from. You can choose to draw Anubis, the Egyptian god. It'll take you step by step and teach you how to do that. Or you can learn how to draw the Egyptian pyramids of Giza. So just scan the QR code and I will also supply the links for you. And after you're finished, of course, we want you to share your art on the Padlet. So grab that link and it will take you to the Padlet so that you can upload your artwork. Let me ask you another quiz question. Egyptian art and architecture reflected the importance of what in the people's lives? Is it education, mathematics, or religion? What do you think? If you guessed religion, you would be right. Egyptian art and architecture reflected the importance of religion in people's lives. Okay, I also want to give you the opportunity to play this little Egyptian pinball game. It's super fun. You can click the QR code, scan the QR code, or you can click the link underneath the video. Okay, in case you want to learn more, I have got a video about Mesopotamian art history. You can scan the QR code there, or you can click the link under the video as a learning extension. So don't forget that your 3.04 quiz is due on Friday. And then your 3.15 test is due on 10/4. These are required items, so you do need to get those done. Okay, if you have any questions for any of your art teachers, you can always come see us on Fridays at 1 o'clock. You'll find that invitation on your schedule for this week. Thanks for stopping by. You guys have a great week. See you soon.